Okay, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to you, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining. If you're returning, awesome. That's fantastic that you're continuing to hop on and join me during this journey. And if you're brand new, welcome. I'm just going to jump right in. I'm going to offer you some Reiki today, so that's a little different. If you're not interested in that or it's not your thing, you can skip ahead. I will be doing some tarot after, and I'll put the chapters for you to easily navigate to that. And otherwise, if it's just not your thing, no worries. So yeah, I'm just going to jump right in. I've already set the intentions in the space. I've lit some sage and peppermint from my garden to cleanse and clear the space. And so for what you need to know, if you're interested and are sticking around to receive, is just to get yourself comfortable and relaxed as possible. So sitting or laying down, whatever works for you. Try to free yourself of all distractions. So if you can, close the door and lock it or whatever you need to do to kind of free yourself from distraction, so that you can really take this opportunity to sink into your body, relax into your seat, or if you're laying down, relax into the bed. And just open yourself up, set the intention that you're opening up to receive, and you shall receive. And if you're curious about what Reiki is, go ahead and look it up. I won't dive too much into it, but basically it's just life force energy that heals, okay? And it's around us all the time, and people tap into it all the time, even when they are not Reiki masters. So that's my personal belief, is you don't have to be a Reiki master to believe and utilize and play with these energies, but yeah. Just open yourself up, take a moment. I'm going to get myself settled and then I'll restart the video. Okay, guys. So just take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. A big exhale out. Okay, one more time. Okay. Relaxing your chest. Relaxing your jaw. Imagine your heart space opening up and bright green light pouring out. Okay, one more minute. Something is happening. Someone is receiving. I'm going to hold it for a few more minutes because someone is receiving. Thank you, angels, guides, and ancestors, for assisting us in this healing session. Please assist the collective in grounding, clearing, and centering themselves today. Thank you. All right, guys. I apologize. I'm a little spacey. Yeah, it'll take me a minute to kind of find my words. Sorry. When I give Reiki, I also receive Reiki, and so I feel a little bit spacey. And clear and floaty, which is fantastic. So I did feel that someone received something. I could feel the pull. And so that's my sign that somebody has opened up to receive. So that's great. Not sure if I did the best intro to give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. You could maybe feel heat or tingling. If your eyes are closed, you might see different colors, or you might feel different sensations in your body, like popping or flutters, or sensation of movement, like energy being moved around. It's really honestly different for everybody. And even for each individual, every time they receive Reiki, they'll most likely and typically do experience something different each time. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Just to clarify, the energy, for those of you that might be wondering, is not held in the video. It's through my intention of opening up for a collective to receive, or an individual or group to receive, through my heart and my intention. Okay, and it's equally your intention of opening up to receive. Okay, so it's through our intentions. Time is just a construct, so this is a timeless reading, and at any point when you choose to open yourself up to that, you shall receive. So yeah, thanks so much. I'm going to take a minute to just settle myself, and then I'm going to jump into the tarot. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, are we ready to jump into tarot? Okay, so I have no idea what they want to talk about. Typically, if you have been watching my readings on this channel, they have been following it's almost like a story to me. It's like they continue to elaborate more and more and more onto kind of specific themes, but kind of take the overall themes being that we are ascending, that we are awakening, that we are stepping into our abundance. That there's some challenges with that in our external, and some shuffling and shifting of others' needs and wants versus our needs and wants, et cetera, et cetera. So those themes continue to come up. But yeah, each reading is also individual, so it doesn't necessarily mean for everyone that they're all linked together, but I'm very curious to see today if the same kind of stuff is going to come up. Even the same cards continue to come up. I haven't asked any specific question. I'm leaving it open to Spirit once again. They know best, okay? So they will let us know what we need to know. All right, so I've already shuffled the cards before with the intention. I'm doing this reading for this collective, so we're just gonna jump right in. Okay, Spirit. What do we have for this collective today? What is it that you're wanting to focus on today? Let's see. Woo! Ace of Pentacles. Inverted Emperor. Inverted Page of Pentacles. Inverted Death. Interesting. So some kind of stagnation, resistance, blockage, halt. I'm not sure. We have inverted death. So inverted death is could be resisting some kind of necessary transformation or new beginning, or with also the inverted Emperor, which could be, yeah, not taking action. It could mean other things. Let's get, actually, you know what? Let's get, I want one of these for an overall. Let's get one of these for overall to go along with these tarot. Spirit, what are we looking at? I'm not the best shuffler when it comes to giant cards. I didn't think my hands were that small, but okay, let's just take that one. And inverted redemption, but I don't know. That's interesting. I don't normally ever read these cards inverted. I treat them as oracle cards, and I mean, you can read oracle cards inverted, but I typically don't. So that is interesting that I looked at it and spoke of it as inverted. So I turned it upright because that's usually how I read it, but I am going to take into consideration that it was inverted because that, to me, these are going together, right? All right, the Death card upright would be transformation, rebirth, renewal, a shedding of something that no longer serves you to step into a new phase, a new chapter, etc., etc. So it's inverted. So it could be that we're resisting a necessary, almost I wanted to say like almost fated rebirth, but what I mean by that is like there's some kind of transformative event that is, I believe, with this as well. The redemption, the phoenix rising from the ashes, pretty powerful card with the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles. There's some kind of like a transformation. What is that called? You know, like when the caterpillar goes into the chrysalis. Metamorphosis. There's some kind of metamorphosis. There's some kind of process that is in your path and in your destiny of, you know, it's a step that's required for you to step into the new. It feels heavier than just our day to day, and just like, you know, a need for a new perspective on something so that we can feel a little bit more settled. It feels more than that. It feels like this is a big moment in your life. This is a big overhaul. This is a big metamorphosis moment in your life that you're kind of resisting a little bit, because when the phoenix rising from the ashes, like that's powerful symbolism as well. If I may, yeah, hopefully that's making sense and you're getting what I'm saying. Okay, let's get, can I get some cards for the inverted death and the redemption card? I want to know more about this energy. For any of you that have been watching me and paying attention, I got my roots done. I don't know if you noticed that, but oh, it was getting bad. It was getting bad. I'm just like full on granny now. I'm gray. And I'm not that young, but I'm definitely too young. Too young to be a full granny. So yeah, I needed to take care of that. And Probably no one else. Not many people probably noticed, but I certainly did. As I was watching the videos, I thought, oh, I should take care of that. Now that I have to look at myself so much more often. Okay. Anyway, that was a few, but ending, adventure, intuition, and truth. So resisting some kind of an ending. Like there's an intuitive that I said too. Okay, no, that doesn't necessarily, A doesn't always equal B, but I was talking about how there's some kind of like, this is a very significant metamorphosis that you are on a soul level for your journey, for what you've picked, are supposed to go through at this time, I believe. Like it feels very significant with this Ace of Pentacles and this Emperor, okay, and the redemption and the Death card. Okay, and you have like intuitive knowing. That's what I was going to get at, is that there's an intuition about this. Like you intuitively know that you need to take this step because it is coming from a place of like the depth of your soul path of what you are, like your highest self, of how you're guiding yourself along this journey of what you need to go through in order to see the new potentials, the new possibilities. You won't see them unless you go through this transformation, unless you go through this metamorphosis. Like, unless you get those wings, right? And you won't get those wings. You can't become the butterfly unless you go through this process, and we're kind of resisting it. Okay, this ending, we're resisting this ending. Okay, to step into this new adventure, this unknown, okay? This inverted page, you know, is procrastinating. He's procrastinating and starting to move, like get the gears in motion to work towards it. Okay? And truth, I mean, there's intuitive truth, right? Truth, that's just coming in to help validate the fact that like you feel that this is a truth inside of you. You're intuitively knowing that there is truth to this process that you have to go through, that you will discover so much more truth for yourself on the other side. Like, you know, you know, okay. Can I get one of these? Spirit. Creator air. So that would be like in the tarot sword energy. Mind. So we have to get over, we're resisting this in the mind, like it's our mind that's holding us back maybe, or this new beginning involves the energies of air, like communication, intellect, learning, education, logic, something like that. Like maybe that's this new beginning, or else creator air, or less it's our mind getting in our own way. Can you tell me more about this creator air card? Inverted judgment, inverted judgment, and so another inverted judgment, inverted death, okay, inverted emperor, and redemption came out inverted. It came out inverted. So, I was talking about some karmic, destined soul path, evolution, pre-planned, all that. I mean, this is the judgment card, and then the judgment card came up and it's inverted. So yeah, we're resisting some kind of, like, we're ignoring the call. We're ignoring the intuitive truth that we're picking up on. We're ignoring that. Okay, we're ignoring that. Creator air, yeah. But this is karmic tensions, karmic conflict with people. It can be. It can also be. I've heard people refer to this card as like, can be like bullying or manipulation. It could be, but it's definitely tensions, conflict, animosity. So we're not walking away. We're like, there's a need to maybe walk away from some sort of a karmic conflict situation of like, where tensions are rising, tension and conflict are high, like we just keep going around in circles. Maybe we keep going stance to stance. I mean, because it's not like it could, yeah, I'm thinking it's, yeah. you know, like no one's winning in this card. There's three of them. One person is hunched over with his head in his hands. This one has his back turned and seems to be going the other way. And, you know, like we're not getting anywhere. Yeah, I feel like we're not getting anywhere, and we have this intuitive, there's something that we're continuing to operate in that's no longer for us. Like it's because this is all inverted, because the Emperor and the Death card and Judgment is inverted, and there's stagnation in us stepping in to our alignment and, you know, of embracing that call that we're hearing, that intuitive truth that we're hearing. Because we're ignoring that, tensions are rising. Conflict and chaos is increasing because we're ignoring the call. Look, this is the path. This is the path. This is the way. This is the opportunity from Spirit to say, you know, you can go through this gate, this archway. You can go through this archway into the unknown. That's the adventure. Okay? Spirit is encouraging you to do so because they're saying that there's opportunity waiting for you through those gates. I know, yeah, it's not a gate, but you know, but through the archway, through the opening, you know, through, you know what I mean? Spirit is holding the opportunity for you there and encouraging you, because it is coming from a deeper place of your soul. You intuitively are picking up that there is something greater, that there is something more meaningful, that there is an adventure that is waiting for you. Look at, like, literally there's mountains on this. I drew, before, like, this is my artwork. I drew mountains, and in the back there's mountains. Okay? So maybe you have to climb a mountain. Like maybe there is like metaphorically speaking, like maybe there is work to do. Like this is why we're resisting it. This is why we're inverted, because we're like, oh, that's a big mountain to climb, you know? And yeah, I want to go on this adventure and it requires an ending, but like, geez. Totally, this is all totally coming up and linking with all my other readings as I expected. So, but it could just be a one-off message for you as well, and it will definitely give you what you need in just if you're just watching this one reading as well. So don't worry about that. Okay, but tell me about this Emperor. Tell me about this Emperor card. Agape. I'm going to have to look that one up. I'm not that familiar with all of these yet. And the Poet. Wow. Beautiful card. The Poet. Wow. Okay. So that's like, they're holding this like okay. So I was also looking at this. So this is like the page holding. Here's your seed too. Here's your opportunity. Here's your opportunity from Spirit. Here's a new path or a new, I just don't know how to explain it. Like it's the gift. It's the gift from Spirit. It's the opportunity. It's the call from Spirit. Okay. And when I'm looking at this, this feels like that, the white ball, this intuitive truth that we're holding on to, that we're looking at, and it's so bright and it's full of potential and adventure. Okay. And this dark figure, this is the transformation of the shadowy figure is now branching out into all these crows and going in every different direction. They're flying high. They're going in search of, I don't know, a new flight path, right? Somewhere new to spread its wings, but it's just like there's a lot, it's darkness. Like this is, metamorphosis is probably not comfortable, you know? Metamorphosis is probably not comfortable. Transformation is not comfortable. Ascension is not comfortable, you know? Like it sounds nice, but it's definitely not always comfortable. We have to go through the process. Like we have to go through the shedding and the purging of all of this stuff, right? So that we can embrace this new gift from Spirit, this new pinnacle, this new opportunity, this new way, right? This is the transmutation that's happening in the imagery. This is what is required. This is what is necessary in terms of actually stepping into this new world. Okay, I want to read Agape because I'm not that familiar with that one. And it's one of the initiation cards, and those are really interesting. And okay, it's one of the initiation cards. So yeah. And you have rising from the ashes, like imagery with redemption. There's an initiation that is wanting to come through. It will require an ending, but you're intuitively picking up that there is some kind of like spiritual process, like initiation that is like, you know, yeah. Okay, sorry, what was I doing? 250. $254. I shall get there. There we go. Okay, devotion, an unconditional love. Okay, and remember, this is in regards to the inverted emperor. What if instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, goddess, or nature at the center? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It is alive and we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us and asks for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly and vice versa. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form, and like a healing balm to the modern soul, its effects last a lifetime. The agape card may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you what are you elevating? Where does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? Devotion and unconditional love. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and serve. Okay? There's some kind of a new perspective that will be found through this, it's like an awakening process. Okay, where we're maybe more easily going to be able to see the love and the beauty in all things. Yeah, I need to reassess, like, where are you putting your energy every day? Like, what is it that you're devoted to? What is it that you are giving your love, your energy, your time to every day? Is it something that's in alignment with you? Is it something that you believe in? Right? Because the initiation maybe that's waiting for you on the other side is a newfound perspective of the poet, the beauty in all things, right? The beauty, like, in all of this chaos around them. The storm, you could look at it so many ways, right? This card. And I love to, I hold the cards up a lot because you also, when you look at the card, you will resonate with them in specific ways. The imagery will talk to you, right? And maybe the way that I read the cards is not always how you're reading them on the other side, if you're getting to see all of the imagery and get to put it together yourself. Okay, so this inverted emperor, I believe, is your energy. Okay. Being overly controlling and rigid, yeah, could be. Yeah, like, are we trying to keep everything? We're holding on to everything too much, and we're not letting anything shift or change, because we can sense that as soon as you start to let one thing go, the whole, like, the land, like the mudslides coming, like the whole mountain's coming down. Or okay. I feel like I wanted to add, I feel like I already know kind of what it is that you're resisting, but let's just get, Spirit, can you clarify what is it that we're resisting or avoiding? What is this call? I feel like I already know, we've talked about that, some kind of transformation, some kind of alchemical energetic shift where we are operating on a different foundation, new frequencies, new perspectives, new love, new compassion. I don't know. Like, that's what I think it is. But tell me about this transformation. Tell me about what is being resisted. Or tell me about what is being resisted. Out of sight. Right. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay. So you see in this imagery, it's like she's just, you know, a free spirit. She's not concerned. You know, she's got, what is that? A fruit. She's got a fruit and a smile, and her back is turned and her eyes are closed, and she's like, what is that? It's like ignorance is bliss, right? And there's like the forest is burning down behind her, you know. It's a massive raging forest fire, and she's just oblivious to it, like out of sight, out of mind, right? Yeah, so we're resisting maybe in order for us to actually go through this transformation and the shedding of what no longer serves us, we have to actually see and embrace ourselves, people around us, and the world in full, because there's a lot of resistance to ourselves, people around us, and the world right now. There is a lot of chaos, a lot of imbalance. So maybe it's like out of sight. I'm resisting that. I'm not, I don't want to, like, by not looking at all of that, by not feeling all that you need to feel, by not seeing all that you need to see, you're not transmuting stuff. Like, you're resisting a process, like you're keeping it stuck because you're not seeing it, accepting it, transmuting it. That's like a cycle of rebirth, right? Like, you can do that in a lot of small scales. You can do it on big scale. Okay, why are we resisting it? Why are we not wanting to look at it? The card transmute just fell out, which I would like. Yeah, there's an opportunity. We need to transmute something. We don't want to look at it, but we need to transmute something, but we don't want it. But why? Why don't we want to? Chemistry. Transmute, chemistry, yeah, like alchemical, like, yeah, we got it. Rising from the ashes. Celebrate fell out. Okay, I want to know, or it didn't fall out, I saw it. Why are we resisting this? Hey, there's one lonely card sitting over here. What's this one? Masculine. That one keeps coming out too. It does. And the Emperor, it's like, what is with this divine masculine? Divine masculine is like, I don't want to change. Oh, that's too many. Angels, guides, guardians. There we go. Well, still a lot, but that's okay. Why are we resisting this? Manifest, comfort, home, flow. Okay, we're resisting it because of the comfort at home. Like, we have, like, yeah. Also, the Emperor could be structure, right? Structure and form. So it could be like the stability of the home, stability of the assets, the finances, all that stuff that go hand in hand together, the structure, the stability. Yeah. So manifest, flow, masculine, and chemistry. Out of sight. Something out of sight as well? I don't know. Why are we resisting this? Yeah. Home. Comfort. Let's get some tarot. Why are we resisting this? Just want to know how the other cards tie-in. Temperance. Well, that's good. Like we're in balance, or there's a patience. Everything's in divine order. Like that's good. That puts a very nice, positive, healing, balanced hue over the reading. That's great. Okay. Inverted Nine of Wands. Okay, so we're really not feeling like we're able to go through this right now, potentially. Like we've gone through a lot and we just cannot, you know, like, yeah. And then this one came up as well, Four of Swords. So we're like, we're taking a break, we're resting, we're healing, we're relaxing. Like I've been through it. I cannot even attempt to start to burn anything to the ground right now and to, you know. Okay, so this Emperor is starting to have like this poet, this like new appreciation, this like this intuition, this truth is starting to come to us. Intuition about the truth of the world, about how there is beauty in all things, about how we all are poets, how we can speak about anything in a perceived way of love, light, and grace, transmutation, evolution, blah, blah, blah. You know, like we're coming more into the softer side. We're coming more into that feminine. We're coming more into that, like we're getting this intuitive truths coming to us. Okay, but we're inverted because we're not taking action at this time. Like it's coming, but we're not ready for it. Like there's tensions and conflicts. There's tensions and conflicts going on, and we're exhausted. Like we're the wounded warrior who like needs to now, like I can't continue to stand and defend anymore. I can't continue to take a step at this time. I need to just rest. I need to just lay down. I need to just be in myself. I need to just take a moment. Okay. I need to put everything out of sight. I need to lay down. Okay. Is kind of where you're at. I also, there's comfort and stuff at home. Like there's this, what you know, this like certainty, this like safety, right? And you know that this will require some kind of ending, and you know that it requires an ending to step into, and Spirit is saying that there is adventure though, like there's adventure through the gate, right? And going over the mountain. So like you're becoming intuitively aware that all of this is happening and at play, but we're human and we're going through it, right? Like we're going through it. But you have Temperance. So that means that there is divine balance here, and that you may be resisting this at this time, and that it's, you know, but Temperance means that time, you know, time will tell. Or what am I trying to say? Temperance means that the time will come. Like there is divine timing in this, that everything is in its divine order, that this process that you're going through right now is the process that happens before the transformation. It's the awareness that the process is starting, or you're in the very beginning stages of it. And you're in the beginning stages of it, but you're kind of resisting it because it's a lot. I feel like in this reading, but sometimes I feel like I just go a lot and I make no sense and I'm not super articulate, and then I watch it back and I'm more articulate than I think. So I don't, at this point, I have no idea. I'm just hope for the best. Okay. Tell me about this home and comfort. The mirror, the orphan. There's some kind of sacred mirroring happening in your home. There's some kind of like karmic kind of situation or tensions or conflicts, but it's also acting as a mirror. And it's in the moon, so it's unseen. So there's some kind of like a karmic experience, relationship you're going through with someone who acts as a mirror. So that it's like, could be a soulmate or a karmic, right? Or somebody that you have destined evolution planning. You planned destined evolution. You have contracts on a soul level to evolve through mirroring aspects of each self to each other, so that you can see them, accept them, see that it also exists within you. It's not just in this other individual. Like those kinds of things are happening, maybe in a karmic relationship in your home, right? It's what we know. It's been comfortability, but there's tensions, and the tensions are rising. And maybe it's the orphan. Like there's also some kind of like you're feeling alone, you're feeling abandoned, you're feeling lost, you're feeling stuck. And while that this security in this home is all you've ever known, you are feeling like the orphan inside of it, okay? So you know there's intuition and truth that you need to change something, that you need to have an ending and go on this adventure. Adventure really is stepping into unknown. That's what that means. It's an adventure. I don't know what's going to happen, you know? It's also out of sight. The adventure is out of sight. You can read that card this way too. We don't know. It's out of sight. I don't know. But I feel like there is a knowing that we kind of need to step into that. The mirror and this and these are together. Gotta put something down. The mirror and this are together for sure. I feel like in the home, in the comfort, it's like round and round we go. And maybe we need to lay down our swords and walk away, right? Like maybe the mirror has served its purpose because it feels like you're stepping up to this plate now where the time has now come, right? Like the poet inside of you is awakening, the appreciation for this process and the agape and the unconditional love, right? Like the appreciation for this process that's happening with you and someone else, or you and a situation or something like that, right? You're starting to see it like it's been hidden in the shadow, in the moon, under the moon, in the darkness of the moon. It's been hidden in the unseen of the energies of the moon, right? But now it's starting to surface, and now we're starting to get in, like we're starting to intuitively see the truth of this process and what we're going through, and getting some newfound appreciation, you know, and love of life and love of what we're going through. The poet is now being able to talk about this in a way that is like, it transcends the chaos, and you can see it from a perspective of beauty, right? Is what a poet would probably inflict on us. All right. Alrighty, yes. So definitely some kind of karmic situation going on, probably in the comfort of our home, that we are now, so we're resisting this new opportunity, this new adventure. Okay. All right. Now let's get one of these. Let's get we're at 43 minutes, so let's just get advice really quick. I'm going to try and do it quick advice and then quick closing. Okay. Oh, limitations inspire innovations. That one came up the other day. And yeah, this is like whatever this karmic mirroring is that's going on, this tension that's going on is a limitation that's been put in your path, so that you can overcome and innovate a new way of being in the world, a new sovereign expression. And by that, I just mean like you're stepping more into your goodness, your power, your light, you're seeing it from all angles now. More like embracing it more. And that's what I mean by sovereign. So we're stepping more into that sovereign expression, like we're expressing that out to ourselves inwardly and out in the world more, maybe. Anyway, so limitations inspire innovations. Your advice is to look at it from that perspective, maybe. Let's get one more. That's your advice. Like, see this for what it is. I think you can do that now a little bit anyway with that agape card in the poet. Like, I feel like we have the ability to do that. The spark, the hustle. Ooh. The spark, the hustle, and that has an arrow going straight up. So that's positive. From the star, from the spark, the spark of hustle. So that's your advice, is to, use your inspiration, use your imagination, that poet energy, that spark, to innovate a way to move forward. Like, hustle, come on, like, take a step. Okay, thank you, angels. That's your or guides, guardians. That is Spirit's advice. One of these, please, for the advice. something flipped. What was it? Consciousness shift, a fusion, advice, consciousness shift, divine feminine, okay? An apology. Interesting. Okay, well, there was some karmic tension, so I'm not sure if you need to give an apology to someone. Very possible. Or maybe you're... it could be that. I'm also reading because it consciousness shift and limitation inspire innovation and apology. So it also could be that maybe you're waiting for an apology or expect an apology or believe you deserve one and you're holding on to that. The advice would be, this could also be like shift your perspective to, because consciousness shift. So see it from a different state of consciousness, right? The limitation of not receiving an apology is in your perspective, like shift that perspective, because that also, maybe you don't need to wait for that. If that might be significant for someone, apologies coming in here somewhere for the advice. So either maybe you feel or know that you need to offer an apology to it could just be to yourself too. It could apologize to yourself, for whatever, you'll know what it is. Or maybe there is this, maybe through all these situations that have happened, all this mirroring and all this karmic stuff, maybe you both need to apologize to each other, right? Like maybe we need to apologize and be more in our receiving, nurturing, caring, accepting energy of the divine feminine. Divine masculine and divine feminine have come up. So we could be in a relationship. Like this could be regarding a relationship. Yeah, the mirroring could be with a divine masculine and a divine feminine. Could be like man or woman, or it's just energies. I say that I'm always need to clarify that every time. But, take it how it resonates. It could be a man or a woman for you. It doesn't always have to be. Okay, that was the advice. Consciousness shift. Apology, feminine. We're the wounded, we're hurt. We've been hurt. We've been hurt through this. I feel like this is a call. The advice is for this situation as well, to step more into this divine feminine energy, which is just seeing each other on a deeper level through that divine mother, right? That divine acceptance. Okay, so we need to come back into more of that energy and maybe do some apologies, maybe do some apologizing, maybe transmute some of that karma. Is that what's coming up? We need to transmute some of that karma. So maybe in order to walk away too, and part of the reason that a lot of this stuff is inverted is because we can't just run away from it in terms of resist it and run away from it. Like we need to transmute it first. We need to accept and fully embrace what has happened, what has transpired, what has been said, what has been done, what we've felt, and we need to heal it. So we need to transmute it through that feminine energy, through that acceptance, through the apology to ourselves and others. Okay, that is coming up for sure. Yeah. The advice is to heal this situation so that you can feel better about taking the step of and going through this transformation or this overhaul in your life, but also, sorry, I'm just gonna leave it there. Sorry, on the bottom of the deck is this energy, Thanatos, which is like the energy of, it's like the energy of death. It's like the energy of the death card. It's kind of like, it's like the heaviness of the cycles of life, of the transformation, of the death that moves into the rebirth, but understanding the appreciation of that as well. Like, so there's this energy of death. Yeah. Of something coming to an ending. Yes. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's do our conclusion. If you can see the cards right now, they're like everywhere. This is how I operate. Okay. What am I doing? A conclusion. Okay. I'm going to do one of these for the conclusion, please. Fertility. Summary. Conclusion. Okay, one more. Two more fill out. Bear fruit, fertility. Okay, look at this imagery. Okay, you have fertility, you have bear fruit, which is then also this card, which is, so this says with condition, but she's pulling fruit from the tree. This is kind of like the Eve, right? Oh, I'm not allowed to show you that because there's boobs. I'm sorry. I always forget, but you saw it. Okay, so. And you have 333 here as well. You have 333 here. You know, that can be ascended masters, ascended and ancient wisdom. Look it up, angel number, if that resonates with you in any way. 333. Fertility, bear fruit, conclusion. So there is something ripe with opportunity, right? Like bear fruit and fertility, something can be reborn. Like there is potential. Definitely, like that is this ace too. This is the gift, right? Like bear fruit, there's fertility, there's like the energies are ripe for the taking, you know? Like they're there for you. This says with condition. Bear fruit with condition. Sorry, just give me a moment. The serpent is holding her hand there with condition. Yeah, you may. Okay, summary. It's like I'm wanting to, it's like coming to me, or I'm picking up that this is like someone else's energy that's saying, or you, someone else or your energy that's saying you can, you know, like in order for you to go and give yourself permission to go through that archway to end something and step into a new unknown adventure, there's a condition. But I just don't, like, that's what's coming to me, but I feel like it's also probably, I don't know, feels like it's not what it is, even though that's what's coming to me. Okay, can you give me a card to validate this with condition? Because definitely the bear fruit and the fertility go together, and even this like imagery with the fruit, like it goes together, but okay. With condition, please, can I get a card to validate? Willpower. You need to, okay. 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 Sorry, I was laughing because it's like, I felt like the snake was saying, I can't show you the boobs. Sorry. I felt like the snake was saying to her, like, yes, that's why I giggled, because I imagine the snake's like saying, yes, you know, you have everything you need inside of you. You know, you can step into this new way, this new unknown opportunity, this new path, this new excitement. Like, yes, you can do that, but you have to have the willpower to do so. You know, like you need to have the will, the drive, the love, the clarity to do so in order to, like, the fertility is there for you. Okay. The opportunity to bear fruit is there for you. Okay. But it comes with condition. It comes with the condition of you stepping into your will, of your passion, is maybe what it's saying. Let's get one more. One more to go with support. Okay, that one just... and release. with condition, release. Yeah. And support. Okay, so with condition, you have to like release this situation. You can't just release it though without transmuting it first. Like you can't, it will still pull on you because it hasn't been resolved and before it's been released, if that makes any sense. Like this is not just about giving somebody else what they need to feel differently. This is about giving yourself what you need to feel differently, to actually lay it to rest, to actually lay down the sediment, you know, all of the murkiness, to like lay that down at the bottom or clear it all together. Like you need to do the transmutation. You need to release this through the feminine, the apology, the acceptance, the forgiveness, right? And release. Okay? With condition. The condition is that we need to release that. We need to forgive ourselves and others. Okay? We need to go through that process and release it. And then we need to have the willpower to do that step and to do the next step, to do all the steps. We need to find the strength inside of us. That's the condition. The condition is that the fertility and the opportunity to bear fruit is there for you. Okay? That's what awaits in this pentacle, in this ace of pentacle, and through that archway. Like that's what's awaiting for you, but it comes with condition. The condition is that you have to release this situation first. You have to transmute it. You have to alchemize it, and you have to have the will to do so. Okay? To find that strength in yourself first. So anyway, okay. Let's just do this one. It's a bit simpler. Last, final, closing card. Fearless expression. Fearless expression. Okay, so maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had. Okay, in a feminine energy, in a like, you know, let's work through the sacred mirroring. Let's see it for what it is. Let's accept each other, you know, apologize to ourselves if that's what's necessary, or each other. Let's fearlessly express. And it's 5/5, which is changes. So fearless expression. There is a conversation that's maybe needing to be had between two people to work through this. And maybe that is part of what we're resisting too. Maybe ultimately it's a conversation that we need to have. Maybe all the conversations that we've been having have been not real conversations at all, but just like passive aggressive or, you know, surface level stuff, because we just don't want to feel it. We just don't want to deal with it. Maybe. Okay. Anyway, hopefully that resonated with someone. Love to you all. Thank you so much for joining. If you're continuing to watch, then thank you for your support. I love you all so much. I don't always remember to say this, but if you'd like to, and also subscribe if you'd like. But also happy to just have people joining in whenever they wish to join in. Okay, I can stop talking now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.